Hello everybody and welcome to episode 6 of XCOM Enemy Within. Now the first thing we're going to do...
This morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
The first thing we're going to do, build a satellite, and the second thing we're going to do is
Commander,
build a laser rifle.
Would certainly help us further hone the effectiveness of these new weapons and equipment. I'd recommend we get started on construction sooner rather than later.
And that we will do relatively soon. However, not now. So, first thing we're going to do is equip the laser rifle on our support, Gilbert. And the second thing we're going to do is equip the laser pistol on Dawn Hamilton. See, I've learned from last episode, and this time didn't forget. So we start scanning, 3 days on the secret autopsy. Which is now complete. Alright, mimetic skin's now available in the Gene Lab. Mimetic skin is a mutation that allows your operative to go into a cloak or stealth mode whenever you are in full cover, allowing you to basically go invisible. It is a very, very powerful tool, however, not one that we can use, not yet at least. Alright, and we start researching precision lasers.
We're detecting a new contact, much larger than anything we've previously encountered. I recommend we scramble our best equipped fighters if we're going to engage that ship.
Sadly, we cannot do that because we only have 2 fighters, and they're both in the hangar.
Scrambled our fighters to intercept the latest UFO contact. Let's hope it doesn't do any
that
serious damage.
Also panics.
There's a priority 1 transmission coming in
That
from
also
the council.
panics the UK. So we are going to take a quick mission to unpanic the UK. Hopefully, we're going to equip a arc thrower on Sebastian Simon, a medikit on Gilbert, and we are going to swap out that support for a rookie. This might seem strange, but A, meat shields are always good, and B, we need a heavy. Desperately, desperately need a heavy, because at the moment we have no AoE to speak of.
We have visual on the mission site, setting down.
Alright, and with that, we begin our
The
mission.
drop site for this operation will be in Canada.
Now, this is a scripted mission that I know a little bit about, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure.
Commander, we've been
Yes,
asked to investigate
this...
some unusual activity taking place near a small fishing village on the island of Newfoundland. Local government officials were responding to a mayday signal when all contact was lost. From the ship, the village, and the rescue team itself. Strike One will need to move in and secure the area. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. New objective received.
Now then, this is a very chrysalid heavy mission, so I think we best be careful. James Grant is going to take point because he is mostly disposable, as dark as that is to say, and Gilbert is going to move up into half cover right there. But Sebastian finally is going to overwatch at the rear. There's no particular reason, and it's just less wasteful. Now then, we're going to start off our turn with our rookie, James Grant, taking point down here to hopefully work out where we had heard that sound from. He finds nothing, so I'm just gonna put him on Overwatch. May be disposable, but let's at least try and keep him alive. And Sebastian moves down to the low ground, where he overwatches.
Roger that.
Jessica Hughes tries to maintain high ground, moving laterally, and overwatches. Finally, Congo, or Gilbert, heads on down to the low ground, but we're also going to move Don Hamilton over to right on the edge of the high ground to hopefully be able to cover us a bit better. And we're going to have Gilbert overwatch from here.
What was that sound?
Alright, it looks like whatever the first alien is going to be inside that fishing boat all the way over there. So let's have the rookie try to work out what's going on. So, off he gets.
I'm no fisherman, but something about that shark just doesn't look right.
Yeah, we should be extremely cautious when approaching that shark, because if we are not, well, let's just say Jaws is going to look like a average day at the beach compared to what pops out of that.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Jessica Hughes is also going to move up and overwatch, as well as Don Hamilton from way back here, overwatching.
I think I heard something.
Well, that's new. We should probably let Dr. Valen know about this. I doubt one chrysalid and a shark is enough for them to overrun this town, though. Keep an eye out for anything else the chrysalids might be nesting in. We have a new objective.
Right, and it is revealed that inside that shark was in fact a chrysalid. So Don Hamilton is going to take a 100% shot, which deals 3 damage, and James Grant is going to move up slightly,
You've got zombies near your position, Strike One, which means the chrysalids aren't far behind.
which reveals a zombie, 61 to hit off James Grant, and he hits and kills that chrysalid. Now then, Sebastian also moves up, overwatches. Miss Hughes moves up to the high ground, which reveals another zombie. However, there's also one up there on the high ground with her, so she's going to take a shot at that one for 76. Alright, not only does it hit, it is a critical hit, and if I'm talking fast, it's because I'm a little bit excited. Gilbert is also going to move up to the high ground to hopefully take a second shot. 76 to hit. This new laser weapon deals up to 6 damage. Alright, we hit and cook a zombie. Sadly, we are being outflanked by a zombie, though luckily it does not get to attack. But there is 2 in that building, which means Don Hamilton is going to move up a little bit.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Not that far, that was a misclick, but I can't do anything about that now. Alright, Gilbert's gonna move over to here, take a 98 to hit that zombie, dealing 9 damage, 1 shy from killing it. Alright, James Grant takes a 84 to hit, dealing all but 2 of the required damage to kill it. So, Sebastian moves up ever so slightly to try and kill it, but of course, not before Jessica Hughes swaps over to her pistol, the 93 to finish off the zombie. While we do not necessarily have a limited supply of ammunition, it is good to preserve the ammunition in your main weapon as much as you can. Alright, so the other zombie reveals himself, 76 to hit, 60% to crit. We go wide and blast a hole in the wall. However, I don't think a few holes in the walls are really going to matter. Our goal is to work out what happened to the fishers and try and save whatever's left to save. So Don Hamilton moves up, pistol overwatches, and Grant also Grant and Sebastian move back to try and hit the zombie with an overwatch as he comes forward, hoping to strike one of our operatives. Alright, but oddly it does not jump out and attack. So we're going to move around to another position. 92 to hit and 60% to crit. We take the shot, which deals 5 damage to it. Alright, Don Hamilton also moves up. 100% to hit with a regular pistol. Could've sworn I equipped a laser pistol on her, but no big. That just means that the kill goes to Jessica Hughes instead. Alright, 87 to hit. And we light her up like a Christmas tree. Now then, James Grant moves up, overwatches. Sebastian Simon also moves up and overwatches.
Good to go.
Don Hamilton moves up slightly and overwatches with her pistol. Jessica Hughes also moves up, but instead of overwatching,
X-ray spotted.
she spots a group of chrysalids, which I did not expect, but one of them gets hit by a reaction fire, which sadly only does 1 damage. Looks like instead of reloading like I was intending to do, we are gonna have a fight on our hands. So Gilbert moves up, or Sebastian moves up. However, not far enough to actually find them. And Gilbert is out of ammo. So I'm going to have him reload.
Reloaded.
And
Going in for the kill.
Sebastian moves up uses running guns so he can move up ever so slightly. Take an 86 to hit that chrysalid, which deals 5 damage. 71 to hit that chrysalid, which kills it and earns Hughes a promotion.
Moving out.
Now then, James Grant also moves up.
That ship didn't just run aground. It looks like it was overrun. I'd say that's the likely source of our chrysalid problem. I guess we should just be thankful it wasn't a cruise liner.
Alright, I agree with Central here. We should be very, very thankful that it wasn't a cruise liner. Alright, 4 damage to the chrysalid, which moves up to our support, or to our assault. Deal 7 damage, which poisons him. And that poison kills off Simons on the next turn. Which, believe me, if there was a way I could think to avoid that, I would have taken it. However, I instead put the arc thrower on him on a mission I knew was mostly chrysalids. That is entirely my fault. So, what I should have done was put nanoscale on him, and that's what you should do instead. Or Titan's armor would have been even better, but alas, I didn't. Alright, Dawn Hamilton finishes off the chrysalid with her pistol. And Jessica Hughes moves up and reloads.
Rock and roll.
Now then, Mr. Grant also reloads, and Jessica Hughes overwatches. Gilbert moves up, overwatches, and Dawn also overwatches. Alright, it looks like, luckily, Sergeant Sebastian Simon is not gonna get up. Which is unlucky, but,
Headed there now.
well, which would be unlucky if it wasn't for the chrysalid. Just believe me, if that wasn't a chrysalid, I would really want him to get up. Alright, Jessica Hughes moves up
I've got a visual.
and reveals another zombie. Gilbert also moves up, and James also tries to get a shot on him, which reveals another group of 2 chrysalids, causing Dawn to take a reaction shot with her pistol, and James to throw a frag grenade. They don't do a large amount of damage, but it does damage to both, so that Gilbert can hopefully finish off one with an 80% to hit. Alright, it hits and kills. And now we only have to deal with one into zombie. However, that one is likely going to move up and kill James Grant, which I would really rather not happen. Alright, not only does it kill James Grant, it zombifies him.
Damn it, he's gone.
Okay. So, Congo takes his laser rifle and finishes off that chrysalid.
Position
Jessica
confirmed.
Hughes moves up and takes a shot at the zombie. And Dawn Hamilton pulls out her sniper rifle in order to headshot that zombie, hopefully taking it down. Alright,
Nice.
and we kill it with a 9 crit. Now James Grant gets back up from the dead. But luckily does not get to take a swing at
Solid copy.
Dawn, so we move her back. And she takes a shot with her pistol. 100% to hit, dealing 2 damage. Jessica Hughes takes a 97 to hit with her assault rifle. And Gilbert an 89 with his laser rifle, which finishes it off. Now then, Dawn Hamilton moves up and overwatches with her pistol. Now what we have to do in this mission is get up top and get up to the bridge to call down an airstrike, then evacuate everybody.
Solid
So I'm gonna try and move along the top of the boat,
Let's do this.
but slowly. Jessica Hughes overwatches, and that ends her turn. Luckily, there are no more aliens on the map, but that does not mean there will be no more aliens on the map. All that means is that there currently aren't. And knowing chrysalids and their uncanny ability to unfortunately multiply, we are going to have some issues.
I'm on the move.
So, Gilbert and Hughes move along the deck, with Dawn not lagging too far behind.
On the move. That's affirmative.
Alright, Hughes moves up
I'd
a
say
little
we
bit
found the
further,
source of our infestation.
which
This is worse than we
reveals
could have
an
imagined.
absolutely
If the chrysalids are using
infested
that whale as some
whale.
sort of hive, who knows how many offspring they could produce. Strike one. Our sensor readings are picking up a whole lot of activity from inside the hold of that ship. I think you're about to have a lot of company headed your way. But nothing you've got on hand is going to be enough for this one. What we need is an airstrike. If you can reactivate that ship's transponder, we can have air support pinpoint your location and take the whole thing out. Objectives updated.
I don't remember off the top of my head whether or not the chrysalids can get up to you on their first
Solid
turn,
copy.
but I'm not going to find out the hard way, and I'm going to move Gilbert into full cover so that he can overwatch.
10-4.
Alright, it looks like they can't get up to us on their first turn.
Copy that.
But that doesn't mean we're not going to be raining down fire on them. Or, I suppose, lasers. Alright, that deals 5 damage, leaving it with 3 health.
Roger
Jessica
that.
Hughes is going to move up and activate the ship's transponder. Alright, sadly it did get up to us. And another chrysalid spawns in. But at least Gilbert can treat his own wound. Healing him back up to full. And Dawn Hamilton does not have any surefire way of getting rid of that
I'm on the move.
alien, but she can severely weaken it. However, Jessica Hughes 66 to hit, which will kill if it hits. Alright, it hits and kills. Dawn switches to her sniper rifle and overwatches. The chrysalid jumps up, which prompts the overwatch. And deals 3 damage. Now then, we're definitely going to have to activate the transponder on the next turn. Otherwise, we are probably going to get overrun. And a chrysalid also jumps out of the shark, which gives a totally different meaning to jump the shark, but
Roger that.
The ship's transponder is active and transmitting. You need to get moving, Strike One. That whole place is going up in a matter of minutes, and anyone left behind is as good as dead. Objective
Alright.
updated.
so we're going to have to evac in 8 turns.
On the move.
So Gilbert moves as far as he can,
Solid copy.
reloads, and Dawn Hamilton full out
Location
sprint.
confirmed.
Now I almost know for a fact that that chrysalid will be able to reach us, or at the very least it will reach Miss Hughes. Yep. Alright, it deals 6 damage, but does not poison Gilbert, which is the important part. However, there is a second one, which also, luckily, does not get the chance to attack. So, Gilbert is going to dash all the way out of there. And Jessica
Understood.
Hughes does
Moving
the
out.
same, as well as Dawn Hamilton. However, sadly, the chrysalids follow and appear to be trying to corner Jessica Hughes. And another one hops out the whale. Another one also pops out of a shark. And another one pops out of the shark right in front of us.
Roger that.
So, everyone continues to sprint back to the Sky Ranger,
Yes, sir.
which appears to be a surefire way of keeping them off our backs. For now, at least. Alright, another one pops out of the whale, and more of them, and they surround Gilbert. Now then, or not Gilbert, and they surround, they surround Jessica Hughes. However, that does not stop her from sprinting all the way out of there.
Running.
Don Hamilton also sprints out of there. And so does Gilbert.
On the move.
Luckily, it takes a chrysalid to sprint action in order to get to us, which means they cannot attack. However, hey, whew, I can't say my blood isn't flowing a little bit.
Time to motor. Understood. Moving out.
Yes, Commander.
Now, as everyone makes it to the evac point, Gilbert has the chance to take a shot on his way out, and we blow the entire place up. I do believe this will result in a panic reduction, however, I don't know to where.
Countless civil.
But, sadly, Gilbert dies on the way out. I don't know from what. But, Jessica Hughes gets a promotion to lieutenant, which gives her the revive ability.
We will be in touch, Commander.
And Canada and the US have very, very little panic, so that at least is good. Now then, I could have sworn I gave... Yeah, Alright, I don't know what happened there. I gave Dawn Hamilton the laser gun, but she did not have it. Which is weird as hell. Now then. 4 days until a satellite.
We're picking up a new contact, and it's generating a strange signal. Almost like it's scanning for something. Commander, we've just lost one of our satellites.
And we
will now
lose
be
a
unable
satellite.
to track any UFO contacts over that particular nation, and they've cut our funding as a result.
This also causes us to lose funding. I would lie if I am saying that. I would lie if I said that I do not think things are going downhill fast. But
Commander, our satellite is prepped and
on the
stands
bright
by for
side,
launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
we can launch a satellite to the United Kingdom
Satellite launched.
and then transfer one of
From
our
here,
Ravens
You can arrange to have our interceptors transferred to bases throughout the
over
world.
to
By
Europe.
stationing our fleet on various continents, we'll have a much better chance of intercepting new UFO contacts in those areas.
Now, what I did not realize is we could also purchase
We have a secure transmission coming in from the Council, Commander.
more Ravens, and there's also a mission that will reward us with 2 engineers.
We are confident that you will handle this matter with discretion.
Alright, this time I'm going to make damn sure that... Alright, yep. Dawn Hamilton has the laser gun, or has the laser pistol. And Jessica Hughes this time gets the fancy laser rifle. Sergeant Jeff Murray gets a med kit. And we are left with 2 snipers. Now, as I do not think there are going to be any chrysalids on this mission, I'm going to sub those out for 2 rookies. Right, and across the pond we go. Now, I should have transferred that interceptor over way sooner, but I did not, so what can
We're
we
heading
do?
into China for the next operation.
But if we let this mission go, I'd say we're going to run out of time or end up with a very bloated
The alien
episode.
battleship is currently on course for the city, and we don't have much time to respond. Using the device provided by Zhang, Dr. Shen has developed a series of modified transponders that should throw off the alien's navigational computer. However, the only way for us to get them in position fast enough is by using the commuter rail network running through the city.
As I was saying, if we complete this mission, I do believe that will put us over time. So, with all that said, thanks for watching. And next week we are going to continue with this mission. Thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. So that's me done.